All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you for joining us today for our UNLV Bound presentation. This is meant to be interactive, so please feel free to unmute yourself and ask any questions as we go through things. And then if you have questions at all, I'm happy to help answer anything. My name is Sarah Daly. I'm the Orientation and Transition Student Specialist at UNLV, and we're extremely excited that you are hopefully UNLV Bound or considering to be UNLV Bound. So here's a couple of ways to connect with us. Make sure to follow us on Twitter or Instagram, as well as like us on Facebook. And all of our handles are at UNLV Admissions. Make sure when you put anything for us that you have UNLV Bound so that we can see engaging with us. Hope that you will. So one of the first things that we want to talk with you all about today is our series of events that Admitted Student Friday. These are an opportunity for admitted students to be engaging with other admitted students through some interactive presentations and activities that will be hosted by various UNLV campus departments. These activities could be anything ranging from diversity activities to involvement things that will both help you with one another as well as get to learn our UNLV community a little bit more. So these will take place on every Friday from 2 to 3 p.m. And the series will be posted online with the schedule on the admitted student UNLV page. So you can check that out to see the series that's not yet posted, but the schedule of these events will be posted soon. These events will kick off the first Friday in January. So January 8th will be our first one. And you can see our schedule and you can choose whichever sessions you would like to attend, whichever sound the most interesting to you. We'll close every session with a next steps presentation to help you have a better understanding of what things you should be doing following these different admitted student events. So we do hope that you will join us for those. Some things for you to be thinking about right now as you are getting ready to start your UNLV journey is, one, accept your offer of admissions. If you have been offered admissions into UNLV, we want to make sure that we know who is intending to attend UNLV. To your My UNLV account, clicking on the admissions tile, and then accept that offer of admissions. Once you've done that, that'll kind of trigger a couple of other things to be happening throughout. One of the other things that you'll want to make sure that you're doing if you are intending to attend UNLV is to activate your Rebel Mail and ACE account. You can do those by going to the links on this screen. You can also do a quick Google search for UNLV Activate Rebel Mail, and it'll be the first link that shows up. You'll use your ACE, you'll use your entry ID and your date of birth to be able to activate that Rebel Mail. Same thing with that ACE account. You'll use that ACE account once you're able to start attending in-person courses, as well as using that ACE account in the involvement center and opportunity where you go to connect with student orgs, as well as that ACE account is needed for different online technologies such as web campus. The next thing you'll want to do is reviewing your My UNLV account often. There's a tile within your homepage of your My that lists your to-do list, and you'll want to check that tile to see both that to-do list as well as those communication pieces. So every letter that has been sent to you officially UNLV's communication will be listed in that communication center. So you want to make sure you check that out. If you need to print any extra copies of your acceptance, of financial aid offers, anything like that will always be in that communication center. The next piece we like to remind students about is to ensure that you've sent your high school official and or college transcripts. If you've taken any college level credits while being a high school, you'll want to make sure to send that college transcript as well, just so that we'll be able to get those college courses transferred into UNLV. You'll also want to ensure that you send in your ACT or SAT scores if you have those, as well as your AP and IB scores if you have those. That'll help you with our placement once you start getting registered for courses. So make sure you check those out. The last two are super far in advance. You won't actually be able to for new student orientation or complete that online pre-orientation until sometime in March. You will receive emails letting you know when it's time to register for orientation, as well as when that online course is posted in your web campus, you can complete that pre-orientation. but just good things to know and to be on the lookout for. We do also have a web page for our orientation opportunities, and that's unlv.edu/orientation. I'll go ahead and pause for a moment just to see if there are any questions. All right, and it doesn't look like we have any questions, so we'll go ahead and move on to our next slide. We have a couple of ways for you to engage with us as you're going through your recruitment process. One of the pages that we like to highlight for students is called the Rebel Rundown, and you can find that at rebel.unlv.edu. The Rebel Rundown student to student blog page. So it's ran by a couple of different students that are currently attending UNLV. They go through and write different articles and they of academics, experiences, different resources to help you be successful. So you'll definitely want to check out. We post a new article every week so that you can keep learning more about the institution. If you ever have any questions, you can absolutely use that contact us button on that Rebel Rundown page so that you can ask more questions if you'd like to learn a little bit more and connect with current students. So another reminder just to connect with us in a few different ways through social media. Again, we have that Facebook page at UNLV Admissions, as well as Twitter and Instagram. And make sure if you're posting any photos or showing anything that you attended this event today, make sure you're using that hashtag UNLV Bound so that we know who's joining us today. And another reminder that we like to give is about the UNLV Family Network. This family network is an awesome opportunity to be engaging with other families. So for our students, you'd want to be encouraging your family members to join this UNLV Family Network. They have a Facebook page as well that families can get involved on. And our folks that run the Family Network post a lot of different updates about campus, some fun photos, and other things that you other incoming families. So be sure to check that out. And one other way that I wanted to point out as a good way to connect with us is we have a UNLV incoming student Facebook page. It currently is in the building phase, so we're still waiting on students to go ahead and ask to be involved on that. So if you do a Facebook search for UNLV incoming class Facebook group, 2021 is the group that you'll want to join, incoming class for 2021. If you join that group, you'll be asked to give your NSHE ID, and we'll use that to verify that you are in fact an incoming student. And we'll be adding in all the students that are wanting to join that very soon. And then you'll be able to engage with your peers, peer-to-peer perspective as well. So typically it's a really fun place to be where you're able to find out what courses each other are taking, give introductions, ask fun questions, do some fun polls, all kinds of things like that to be engaging with other incoming students as well as our orientation staff. So those are kind of the reminders that we like to give as far as being UNLV bound and getting excited about attending UNLV. I'll take a few moments just to see if there are any questions regarding being an admitted student to UNLV or transitioning into your UNLV experience from high school. Are there any questions?